This is RAF Coltishall, opened in 1939 and never quite finished being built before the RAF moved in. For 66 years, this was one of Britain's most important fighter stations. Today, it's an enterprise park, but if you look carefully, it hasn't forgotten what it was.
So we've got javelins, hunters, meteors. Yeah, that's all right. That was our attempts to get the V weapons, the Hitler's vengeance weapons.
Oh wow! Look at this.
That was the V. 1947 through to 1970.
Oh, how cool is this?
Yeah, this is the Jaguar, the lightning flight simulator, where it's a cockpit pilots could sit in to pretend to fly. So they'd have the instruments would all work.
Yeah.
And they were all. The cockpit wasn't clear; it was all painted in like this, so they couldn't see out. Jaguar was coming into service when I was joining the RAF, funny enough. And these are all the different detachments and deployments we did. Some of the people not the best artists. So
Yeah, they were not famous for the drawings.
That's
During the Battle of Britain, Hurricanes and Spitfires left these very runways. On July 10th, 1940, at 4 in the morning, a pilot took off from here and shot down the first recorded enemy aircraft of the entire Battle of Britain. A German Dornier, downed over the North Sea. One of Coltishall's most famous residents was Douglas Bader, an area flying ace who had both legs amputated after a crash, yet still returned to lead a squadron from this base flying Hawker Hurricanes. He became one of the most decorated pilots of the war. During the Cold War, Coltishall's job was defending British airspace against Soviet threats. It was even designated a V-bomber disperser airfield, meaning Britain's nuclear deterrent aircraft could operate from here if their home base were destroyed. This quiet Norfolk airfield was part of the nuclear age. In one of Coltishall's workshop, one of the most remarkable paint jobs in RAF history happened. August 1990. Saddam Hussein invades Kuwait. Within days, Coltishall's Jaguars were ordered to deploy to the Gulf. 12 aircraft had to be combat ready, and the most urgent job, repaint them. The whole fleet painted pink, in a single night, by a scratch team working in one of these buildings. The desert pink wasn't even standard RAF paint. It was a purpose-built, washable coating designed to make the Jaguars invisible against the desert sky at low altitude. Under the intense Middle Eastern heat, it faded from pink to a sandy tan within days. One night's work, one workshop, right here.
Through the middle. These are original Second World War fighter paints.
But desert pink wasn't the only unusual paint scheme these Jaguars wore. The same squadron also deployed to Norway for Arctic exercises, where 41 Squadron's Jaguar flew recon missions inside the Arctic Circle, painted in elaborate snow camouflage, including spotted blue and white schemes. They were so effective at disappearing against the sky and snowfields that even friendly pilots struggled to spot them. Eventually, the RAF decided that was a problem. When your own side can't find you, it's time to rethink the paint.
Oh, that's the word, we think that's the leftover of the word salvage, which was where a lot of aircraft were destroyed after the war.
and because we had too many aircraft and we didn't need them, they were broken down for space.
Yes.
And we think you can see different brickwork here, and we think that this was used to store either a tractor or components after they were broken down because of the word salvage. But
yeah, that's what was salvage.
we didn't know that this was here until after the airfield had closed in 2006. It was just so overgrown we didn't know it was here.
Wow.
And every
So
one of
these
was
are
made with a
sandbag.
with a sand and cement mix, and
Wow.
they just piled up and left to absorb the moisture out the atmosphere, which just turned them into concrete.
Wow.
She moves like a map with no borders, a whisper caught in the wind. I see her boots at the corner cafe with a notebook and a grin.
If it was really windy or a storm was passing through, they could tie the aircraft down and secure it.
Something in the way she moves keeps pulling at my chain. Oh, travel.
Speaking of Jaguars, our guide pointed out some unusual marks on one of the hangars. Damage that's never been repaired. The story goes that a pilot landed, climbed out and walked away, forgetting to put the gun on safety. When a ground crew member got into the cockpit and hit the ignition, the cannon fired. Rounds went straight into the hangar wall. Nobody was hurt. But the pilot, let's just say, didn't receive any awards that day.
It never served at Coltishall, this one.
I see. Do we know where did it serve then?
Yes, this one went to 20 Squadron in Germany. That's where the undercarriage would go when it was swept upwards and the doors were in.
On the very last day, RAF Coltishall was opened. The gates were thrown open to the public. 4 Jaguars did a final flypast, followed by a solitary Hurricane from the Imperial War Museum. A 66-year goodbye. The runways may be quiet now, but the memories are anything but, kept alive by the veterans generous enough to share them with strangers like us. We are incredibly grateful. Look up Coltishall heritage sites and go if you can. It's a living piece of history.